All right. Why don't rugby players ever wear glasses? Because it's a contact sport. Contacts? Do you guys get that? Hopefully you do. Okay, so we're talking about speed conversions. It's going to be very similar to yesterday. But now we might need to, yeah, because speed is a rate comparing distance and time. But what we want to do here is we want to convert from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. So from kilometers per hour to meters per minute. Okay, now we're going to work it out the same way. I'm going to go 5 kilometers per hour. Oops. And we know that by the end of this, I want to end up at meters per minute. Okay. Now, first of all, from 5,000 kilometers, let's change that to meters. That's going to be, we hopefully remember that there's 5,000 meters in 1 kilometer. So that's going to be 5,000 meters. And it's still going to be per hour because 5 kilometers is the same thing as 5 kilometers is the same thing as 5,000 meters. Okay, now if I'm changing from hours to minutes, 1 hour is how many minutes? Hopefully you said 60. So how do I get from 60 minutes to 1 minute? Well, I need to divide it by 60 because I'm getting smaller. So if I divide 60 to this side, what do I do to this side? You guessed it, the same thing. So I'm going to go 5,000 divided by 60. It's not going to be the nicest number, but I've got roughly 83.3 and then dot, 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 dot. So I'm just going to write 83.3 meters per minute. And that's it. We are there. 83.3 repeater meters per minute. I've successfully converted kilometers per hour to meters per minute. Okay. Now let's do the same thing here. What if I go from smaller to a larger? So I'm going from 8 meters per second and I'm changing that into kilometers per hour. So let's do the same thing. I'm going to go from 8 meters per second and I'm going to try change it to kilometers per hour. Okay, now to get from seconds to minutes, how do I get from seconds to minutes? There's 60 seconds in a minute, so I need to times it by 60. And if I times it to one side, I need to times it to the other. So I'm going to go 8 times 60, and I know that should be 480. And just to keep making sure that I don't forget, I'm going to keep writing my units. Now, I'm still not at hours yet. So now I want to change it to hours. And hopefully someone can tell me how many minutes are there in an hour. It's going to be 60. So it's going to be times another 60. So if I times 60 to one side, you times it to the other. So I'm going to go 480 times 60. And that's going to give you a fairly large number, 28800. And again, it's still meters. Okay. Now I'm almost there because right now I've already got it in terms of hours, but I just want to change from meters to kilometers. Now I know that there's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer, so I'm going to divide it by 1,000, and that's going to give me 28.8 kilometers. Okay. In case you're unsure of what you did there, we're going to divide that one by 10. Oh, sorry, 1,000. But we're not going to do it to both sides because we're just converting the unit. We're not multiplying or dividing anything. Okay, we're just changing 28,800 meters is the same thing as 28.8 kilometers. Anywho, hope that helps, and I'll catch you guys in the next lesson. See ya.